Nala, come take a picture with us. Nala, come here. Usher, come here, girl. There she is. Oh.
They call me Pounds, here I'm known as 9'7". 8 customs create, plus I rhyme great.
YouTube, welcome back to another 978 Customs video, and right now we have the official review of the Iron Spider from the MCU. If you guys remember, I did kind of sneak them in the Iron Spider Hasbro release review a couple weeks back. If you want, click this card there. I've had these legs lying around, and I was going to attach them to this custom a while back, but I held off, and I don't want to say I'm glad I did, but I guess I am because they don't look bad. There are some things I don't like about it, but we'll get to that a little further in the video. But for the most part, I think the legs worked out pretty well, and I'll show you what's even cooler about them. The MCU Iron Spider could be Aaron Davis, or it just could be an alternate version of Peter Parker in his new suit. But what I did was, it comes with another hand, by the way. The fist is from the Homecoming figure, and this back piece is from the Superior Venom. But what I did was magnetize this back piece to his back instead of adding a peg and peg hole, because this figure doesn't have a peg hole. So the magnet is strong enough to support this back piece and those legs, so there is no worry. It is pretty strong, even though I did have to shave that magnet down. Reason why I had to shave this magnet down was, one, it's a ball magnet, so it was already round, and it was kind of protruding outside of his back so much that when I attached the back piece, there was a little space where it wouldn't allow the back piece to firmly stick on. So I had to flatten that as much as possible, because I didn't want to drill in the figure so much where I could probably, break something that's connecting the torso, the upper, the front and the back torso together. I mean, I don't know. I've never taken this Homecoming figure apart, so I didn't want to take any chances. I drilled the hole dead center in the back, and I just placed a very small ball magnet in there, and it works really well, honestly. But this part sucked, because I was here for at least 20 minutes just making sure I didn't mess anything up. Alright, so there's 3 legs. One comes off and the other 2 do not. I had to glue them in there. I pre-drilled those holes a little bigger than I should have, because I was going to use it for the Superior Octopus, and I decided not to use that. But it worked out really well for these. I mean, I didn't see any reason to have these move around, because those bend points don't bend anyway. Would be cool if they did articulate at these 4 points. These legs, if you're wondering, are from this little Iron Spider toy. I can't even tell you. It's like just a very small figure that doesn't even articulate. It's on like its own stand. I don't even know what brand it is, so I'm sorry. But I took those legs a long time ago figuring I'd use them. And you can put them on this way. I mean, even though Aaron Davis does have 4 legs and not 3. And I'll be honest, this is what I don't like about these legs. The fact that they don't articulate, but they do serve their purpose if you want to take a picture or two. I'm hoping that Hasbro does release the Iron Spider again with their own version of the legs. That way I could just take those legs and maybe attach it to this, or have a lot more fun buying that figure and just customizing it, because it would be so much fun. These legs aren't that much fun, I'm not gonna lie. They're magnetized in that one spot, and you don't get much posing ability other than what's already set on that backpack. So it is what it is. I mean, you can remove one of those legs and you can swap it around, and hopefully you can get better posing with it with that third one. And this looks okay. By the way, I only have 3 of these things. It only had that Iron Spider toy only had 3 of them, so I don't have 4. Someone said I should put 4 of them on it, and as much as I would like to agree with them, I don't have 4. I only had 3, so I had to make this work with only 3. And as much as I'm complaining about these little legs, I think they look a lot better than the Shapeway legs, because 1, Shapeway legs are way too big for this guy, and 2, Shapeway legs are too rounded. They're not detailed enough to be part of a cinematic universe. And if you want, I can show you real quick. Same magnetic ball that attaches. Doesn't really fit well with this figure. It fits better for the comic version Iron Spider that I have. But you can attach it to this spider if you wanted to. It just takes a lot more shifting around and placing it correctly on that magnet. It won't fit right though, because the backpack doesn't sit well on his back like it does with the comic version, so it'll slide off. So it's not really suitable for this figure, but you can get it in a pose or two if you wanted to. For me, I just think it looks way too big and too round. What do you think? I can show you in the back. The backpack is just way too big for his back, so it doesn't sit well. Either that, or I shaved down that magnet too much, and in doing so, maybe I lost some magnetic force, where this one is still the ball, and it snaps and fits. But you can sit it on the back of this figure if you want to have a look, but it's not recommended. Overall, I will say I like the way this looks. Maybe again, it's something personal to me. I remember also in the 6th grade, we did this like wood, I forgot what the mechanic shop, something like that, but we made this car. My car happened to be black and gold, and it looks not just like this, but the colorway was very similar to it, and so it reminds me of that. A lot of these Spider-Man are bringing me back to the 6th grade, where things were a little easier. But I do like this color, and I hope you guys do too. I know a lot of people, well, a few people were saying that it should be a symbiote, black and white Iron Spider, but you know, I want to stay away from black and white right now. We did the entire Venomverse, or majority of it, and then we did the symbiote Homecoming figures, so I figured maybe a black and gold Iron Spider would just be something different than the normal. I mean, it could have also been just red and gold and just pay tribute to the comic version as well. That would be dope. So if you guys want to do that, I would love to see that. Do the comic inspired version of the MCU Iron Spider. That would be pretty dope. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry for the rambling. I don't have much else to talk about. If you like this video and you want to see more Spider-Man customs, feel free to like, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this and the legs, if they work or if they don't. If it's something you guys will try to do. They are magnetic, so you can't just pop them right off. And you can just also pop them right back on. But in the meantime, guys, feel free to subscribe if you have. Thank you, guys. If you haven't, come on, man. We are almost at 10,000 subscribers. The giveaway, I can't wait to get rid of that big-ass box I got in my closet. So let's get to 10,000, and y'all see you soon. Thanks.